Welcome back. This is Jack, and we are nearing the end of the Protoss campaign. We saw in the last one, Tassadar turned himself in. Now, before we get to that, we do have a cinematic to watch, so let's watch it. High orbit, Protoss homeworld, Ire. Bottom right hand corner, you see that? That's Terran. Tassar was taken into the Judicator custody, sentenced to stand trials for his crimes against the Conclave. Phoenix, Raynor, and Tassar followers escaped from the Conclave's agents as Dark Templar slipped away into the void. So basically, we don't know what happened to Zeratul and his Dark Templar. They just vanished because they're good at doing that.
This is Raynor. I'd like to help if I can. Tassadar laid it on the line for me and my crew on Char. I'd like to repay him a bit. Besides, we're a long way from home, surrounded by hostile aliens. I've got to do something. And you shall.
Spoilers, because I'm not going to be playing the campaign, the expansion for a while. Raynor and Phoenix become good friends. Carriers cannot attack without interceptors, which is something I mentioned before. So, quick note about the Hyperion. That was originally supposed to be Arcturus Mink's capital ship. Sorry. And when we were destroying the ion cannon, we were destroying it because we were going to steal it. We stole their brand new capital ship, or the flagship of the Emperor. I find that hilarious. Now, right now, I'm only able to produce 4, but it does get up to 8 on the carriers. But I'll have to upgrade that. I just wanted him to go ahead and have some air defense just in case something does show up. Because that was a sudden push that I didn't like. Just a heads up, my vision's being a little spotty at times right now. Not a halo effect, just a little spotty. Which might mean a migraine might start coming on. So if it does, the video will I'll start winding down the video a lot earlier than I'd like to, so I can just go lay down. I just wanted to play this because I wanted to get this done, not for any like work reasons, like this channel reasons, more because I do really enjoy this game. It has times where it frustrates me when I feel the game cheated, but I do legitimately like the game. I like the fact that I had like a bunch of zealots just standing there, didn't do anything when that guy showed up. But yeah, that's just a heads up on that. Let's see here. So I need a total of 3 more to finish out my rounds. Because I always try to have a quote-unquote full squad, which is 12 of probes, or drones, or SCVs, depending on what faction I am. And those last ones are for the Vespine gas. Which, actually, I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Go start building it, and then have him go join in gathering the materials. He's having a hard time crossing the mineral field. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Well, with that being built, I can go ahead and start doing pylons. Yeah, I'll just have him go take his place in the mineral field, and then eventually he'll go after the... Alright, so yeah, it's frozen right there. My GERD's acting up a little bit right now. That's why you see me randomly chewing and stuff like that. So, sorry I'm being a little quiet. I'm just a little more in thought right now, trying to think about how I want to pursue this. Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. So now I can start gathering Vespine gas. I'll go ahead and just build an extra probe and have this one stay building things. So although you don't have to have them stay being the builder, because once they start the warping and it's started, it's good. I still like to have one who's designated to do it. That way I always know I don't have to go pull someone from work and then forget to put them back. All that fun stuff. I'm going to take this squad of zealots and just do a quick little walk around the wall to see how screwed I am. Of course. No one? No one's gonna help? Okay. That annoyed me more than I care to admit. Oh, shoot. Since I've got him, I'm going to take advantage of it and have him work on the... unfortunately, I can't repair him in any way, so I have to be careful. There, that got rid of all the Let's pull him back. I don't want him getting too worked up into this. Alright, shoot. Well, the good news is they didn't do that much damage. It was just more of an inconvenience. I just got to rebuild a couple things. One more Vespine Geyser person should be just fine. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to provide some form of basic coverage, no matter which direction they come from. The goal of my defenses here, as always, is not to kill anything, although that'd be nice if they did. It's to slow it down, giving me time to get my actual response team in place. Alright, starting and getting everybody their shield upgrades. And then I can actually start building my army. Just try to look at the difference between Phoenix and everybody else. I do have to build a second forge. Alright, now back to what I was going to try to do earlier, but then I got attacked. Interesting timing. I'm under attack again. So far, it's looking like I got a total of 3 forces coming after me. All not a good thing. I don't know why I was going after that one. Make sure I get rid of that Reaver before he becomes an issue. I'm going to leave that guy right there. Let me get Raynor back. Good use of his cannon every now and then is not a bad idea. Just because I'm going to need the pylon. I'll go ahead and put that there. Because the base actually goes much further back than I've been treating it like it does. I keep stopping like here-ish, but it's actually all the way up here. So it actually gives me some more space to get pylons in. And then I can just build random things to help out with the war effort. Like another gateway. I'm not producing soldiers yet, which I need to. I'm going to be able to in a minute. Now, let me get in the Stargate, because I am going to be using the carrier. But I got to get the, and I think they take 8 population per. I should be just fine. One more over there just for filling in that gap. Oh good, while it's still being made, I can actually set the rally point. I don't know if I knew that and forgot, or I never knew that. I don't know which. Both are possible. There we go. I feel like I'm going to need that battery down there. This is more important than me getting the fleet beacon in place. Because me upping everybody's shields will keep everybody alive, which is better. But now I actually have a reason to want to upgrade airship stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I do apologize, I know it's gross, but it's just my GERD's acting up and I can't do anything about it. I'm going to try one more time to get a walk around my base. Come on, I'm almost there with minerals. There we are. Every time I've tried to do this so far, I got attacked. And I've handled them pretty good, so I'm not too stressed about it. Okay. So there's no immediate threat just outside my base. But is there any resources I could tap into? Does not look look like it. Ooh, a Zelnaga temple. That's interesting. Zelnagas are an ancient race. They created both the Zerg and the Protoss. Yeah, since they're all ground units, I can do this. You should join in on that fight. Go ahead and have you join in too to some degree since you've got a bit of range. Let's see here. Faster scout movements, scout range, max interceptors. That's what I wanted. There we go. Okay, that was just a probe or a observer who had gotten in range. All right, where did he? Oh, there he is. Let's go ahead and replace these buildings again. It's gonna be a recurring theme, isn't it? It's only 6. That's good. I put that there more to recharge, like, my carrier, for instance. Thankfully, it hasn't been that much of an issue. Alright. Let's take a little bit more of a scouting trip. I succeeded in my once around the base walk. See what's a little to my south. Alright, there's a base exactly right there. Good to know. So I have very specific resources that I can use to help me. Things that I normally wouldn't have. And because it's Protoss versus Protoss, I need to take full advantage of it. In this case, what I'm doing is I'm using Jim Raynor. Actually, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to wait until I have more forces. I'm going to use Jim Raynor to just smack into their defenses, or that pylon with the Yamada Blast, which is a very powerful attack. You didn't get to see me do it that much because I just didn't use the battleships when I was playing Terran. But it's a very good ability. It just uses a bit of energy and it just annihilates a single target. Have you chill up there just so no one... And there we go. I'm counting 3 total factions, it's looking like. Red, purple, and I thought I saw another color I can't place just yet. But my carrier is doing its job, and it's doing a good job of its job. Save up for that, and then I'll start doing that. Because everybody having their max shields is a good idea, because everybody has max shields. All buildings, all units. Minus Jim Raynor. There we go. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, it does take a second for you to build a new unit, a new interceptor for the carriers. Now, it looks like they're doing a lot of not paying attention to the airness, which can work to my favor. Especially if I'm doing a lot of carrier stuff. So we're going to find out. Call back. I don't want you wasting your payloads yet. Well, Well, you just got killed because you're an idiot. But okay. Rainer, I can't heal you, so back up. Once again, I'm really sorry about all that. I'm going to recall everybody just because Rainer's taking a heavy hitting. And I got to replace the... but I got that wall taken care of. So, what I'm doing right now seems to be a good idea. If it stays that way is another question, but we'll see. For now, though, I do want to build something. That took a lot out of it. There we go. And they're only going to get better as I keep improving my... Sorry, I didn't realize that had turned on me. As I keep improving the research for that, and not to mention the shields once that finishes. Where are they coming from? Over there. Go ahead and chase him. I dare you. I have to build a second one of those just because of how got another one already on the way. Cool, that one's finished, so now I can actually build Templar Archives. Let's get you your fleet going. Now, in case you hadn't figured it out, the carrier, when properly used, I phrase that very specifically, properly used, is probably one of the most dangerous units to go against. But it has to be properly used. And the AI I've been dealing with, especially in like the last one, no, they didn't do it right. Not in the slightest. Okay, you have yours. So I now have max shields. Now I need to get that Templar Archive so I can get everything else for my ground units, which I'm not too terribly concerned about because I seem to be sticking with not ground units. Oh, and all my people who were gathering Vespine is dead because of jerks. That's a thing. I was wondering why my Vespine wasn't moving. And I did say I was going to do another shield battery. Probably do a third one wouldn't be a bad idea. Three carriers moving in. That's actually kind of scary. Because with just those three carriers, you just have this blur of, blur on the map of all the green of my units just moving around destroying everything. And their firepower is strong enough that I can destroy even the things that are supposed to target me. I'm recalling him just to get his shield recharged before I get him killed. And it looks like I actually might be able to take this over soon as a base. Which my strategy might evolve to being I use these carriers to do exactly what I'm kind of doing right now. I keep pushing them forward and then I call them back to recharge their shields and then cycle them in and out as I need to. Now against a player, carriers aren't as dangerous just because the player knows what to target. AI can be stupid. Oh, another carrier. Let's go ahead and start getting it into position to take out what I needed to take out. So this is actually being very therapeutic for me right now, I'm not going to lie. Because I have been rather frustrated with how the previous mission was, like how difficult it was just to move an inch. Right now, with the carriers in place, I'm able to make significant progress rapidly. Just because their forces don't really seem to be ready for this kind of behavior. Now, we do have anti-air stuff coming in, so I gotta focus on that. I might lose a carrier. I did. I don't like that. Well, looks like I need to build another one. Thankfully, I do have the resources. And incidentally, they actually don't use as much Vespene gas as I would have thought they do. Checking up there real fast to see if I needed to do any research, and I did. So that'll up the armor for everybody. Now this base is effectively gone. I've gotten rid of all their production units. Now I'm just worried about like that Reaver over there. Alright, so they have some loot units over there that can mess with me. Let's go ahead and just have them start sweeping up this way. And then I can I'm going to build an honor guard. For me to build my own nexus down here. So right now I'm more interested in actually the Vespene gas of all things. Go ahead and get that process going. Well, oh, my new carrier. To replace that one they destroyed earlier, which was, I think, one of my first ones. So, so far they've had a good life. Like, they've really paid for themselves. Nope, somebody needs to replace their... Now, one of the other side benefits to me having the shield drone going, or the shield batteries going, is it's going to allow me to Also heal Phoenix if he ever gets under direct attack. Thankfully, I'm hoping that doesn't become a thing. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that real fast. Let's get you guys down here for you to protect that probe in case any ground units show up. Because if they send a bunch of zealots, for instance, to attack this place, they'll ignore the carriers because they can't touch them. So there's no point in them doing so. How are you looking? Okay, your shields are full. You just like took 1 point of health damage. Yeah, something's coming. No, it's just a probe. They're still trying to come back here to rebuild things, and I'm just kind of not letting them. So far, so good, I guess. There. Next tier of armor. So all my air units, which is what I'm using largely here, will now have higher survivability. Nope, you need to pull back. You can move forward, though. You need to kill that thing. Both of them. I'm okay with you taking a little bit of damage right now, because if I don't let you take that damage, Phoenix might die. I need to replenish those drone or probes. You're not going to get very far from me. Oh, it's carrier versus carrier fight right now, and I wasn't paying attention, so my carriers were being stupid and getting themselves killed. Got it, finally. Which I think I may have lost actually 2 carriers on that because I wasn't paying attention. A little annoyed by this, actually. And I can't repair him, unfortunately, so I need to really stop using him. Alright. So let's see what's down this way. I mean, I guess I could be making observers, because they're invisible. Oh, wait, how's my... Okay, so I still should have a lot down here. I don't think I lost a lot. So I need to replenish them. Noted. Do I have any just standing here? No, okay. If I'm not mistaken, there's probably going to be like this long-ass bridge I got to cross that's going to have like all the defenses in the world on it. There's probably going to be another purple base. Or production place. And maybe not even a base where they're getting minerals, just where they're building things somewhere around here. I would actually guess on this side because the fact they keep attacking me from that side, which I can probably do the exact same thing I just did to take it. Yep, there it is. So let's get you back. Let's get you guys gathering minerals again. Are you done yet? Just about. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't tell you to fight them, I just told you to book it. Alright. The only reason I'm going to send you down there instead of to the... is because that's where my invasion attack's going to come from. Go down here and join that. And I think I have enough resources to build one more carrier while I'm waiting to make my move. With just these two, I could probably do a lot of the damage I'm wanting to do. But with these three, even better. I'm going to set this as a Control 1 team, because if I need to suddenly take control of the carrier so that they start shooting the right target, I can. In case I can, because the Red Army, whoever they are, yeah, so there's three armies, purple, red, and like a brownish color. Unless my brain's futzing with me. Which is entirely possible. Just because I'm tired of seeing those drones. Yeah, this looks like it's just a wall of walls. And by that, what I mean by that is just a bunch of these things. And of course, Thane, he knows what he's doing too. That's the worst part. And it looks like they weren't building a lot of anti-air stuff. And it doesn't look like they were actually harvesting. Okay, they were harvesting here. So the good news on my side is that means I can do what I did earlier and just take this place over and build another base. Alright. I'm going to look away for just a moment to see what's going on over here. Okay. Going good over here. Alright. So it looks like everything's going somewhat swimmingly. Let's target that building because that can build units I don't want to deal with. That can also... And they just built one successfully. So let's go ahead and get rid of the one target, one threat. And it just built the one thing I didn't want them to build. I don't know why they have to recall them all just to retarget them. Get rid of this and then get rid of the building that's producing the one thing I hate. And then I have effectively destroyed their any chances of stopping me without the Red Army interfering. And that other carrier has finished. Let's get you on over here to help. No, you guys can just go straight over. I already destroyed the bulk of it. Let's get rid of this because that's going to produce their Reavers. Alright, now I can just work on the Nexus. Final tier of armor for them. When did he get over there? Let's see, where is their... Oh, there's their Vespine gas. Oh, they did have still some more units that could mess with me. I just got to take care of that real fast. Let's recall that. Let's actually have this one join in with the main army and add him into Task Force 1. Or however you want to phrase that. Alright, now you guys can target whatever you want. Have him target that. This is definitely going smoother since I have the carriers. Like, that's... If you haven't noticed that, then you're not paying attention. Get me some people ready to harvest that Vespine gas. And I'll probably actually start getting some guys ready for the minerals too. There it goes. This would have taken a lot longer if it was a Terran base, because I would have had to queue each one up. Instead, I'm able to start their timers all simultaneously, because I just happen to have the resources. Where is... There's the other one. This is all Task Force 1. This could be bad. Let me get Task Force 1 up here. I might lose this carrier just because of... that's unpowered, unfortunately. I need to pull him back because he will die if I don't. But I do have Phoenix to work on this. Task Force 1 arrived just in time. Oh, I gotta get Phoenix out of there before he dies. That was close. Task Force 1, target that one. There, I have a total of 6 carriers. Not much that can stand up to that. Let's get Task Force 1 into position. I do need to rebuild quite a bit here now because of those jerks. The good news is this side's not going to be messed with as much. Now I just got to find the... You volunteered. Build there. Put that there for the same reason I was doing it earlier. There's a small gap. Go ahead and get his shields recharged. There we go. Now, the reason I'm starting to build some scouts is very specifically because I can use them to stick them on their carriers. That's the very specific idea I have of what I need to do. Yeah, Raynor cannot operate anymore. He's been hit too hard, too much. And I think with the amount of carriers I have right now, I don't need to worry too much about much else. I just got to get my minerals up, so that's why I have these bases just sitting there just harvesting now. And I have a battery at each one so that I can recharge any of my task force that needs to move. Sorry, I needed to sit a little up there. Probably about off camera now. A little better off, actually. Okay, I was sorry. I thought for a second there it was doing that super zoomed in thing that it's done to me several times now. I am not redoing this mission. You know, I don't know why I'm like strafing looking for a place for my troops to walk across when I'm just using a bunch of carriers anyway. And I think I know where I need to be, which is dead south. I'm going to lose one of my carriers here in a second. Oh, I got lucky. Oh, I'm still probably going to lose them. Well, good news is it wasn't all my carriers. It was just 2 of them that were over there. I thought I had all of them in one spot. Get out of the lightning storm. Oh, and they have their carriers, too. That's what the chaos has been all about, is that the fact that they have their carriers and my carriers all fighting. Great. Stealth mechanics for the win. And my units are being stupid and not targeting the carrier, they're targeting everything else. So, once again, bad AI for the win. No, there went Task Force 1. All that's left is this jerk, who's frozen. Alright, so I just gotta build up resources. Once he's free, I should be able to retreat him. He's down to 1 carrier, though. I think he was actually one of the new ones that hadn't fully... No, he's gotten 30 kills, so he's not new. I gotta watch him, because as soon as that timer runs out, I gotta retreat him. But it looks like they're going to be using an Air Force now. Nope, retreat. You're getting out of there. So since that's the case, since it looks like they're now switching over to using an Air Force 2, I need to start using a ground force, especially an anti-air ground force. It means I can still be supported by a good carrier fleet. That just means it's not going to be my primary forces anymore. Let's go ahead and have you start gathering. I don't need you just sitting around anymore. So in case you haven't figured out what I'm doing, I am going to be making a lot of Dragoon. Which means I'm also going to be researching something I should have been doing long before, which is upgrading the attack strength of my ground units. And I'm also going to increase the range of my Dragoons. All these combined with a sizable air force that I'm also creating through the carriers and scouts means I should be able to take out anything they throw at me. My only concern is that they'll suddenly start throwing Reavers at me, and then I'll have to worry about that. Thankfully, I'm hoping that's not the case. Go ahead and have him come back here and join his brethren. His little casual guard that's over there. Alright, you guys are going to go over here. Alright. Forming a new Task Force 1. Have them all gathered up. Sorry, I keep getting things in my throat. I know it's really disgusting, but... So, here's the situation. I own half the map right now. They destroyed my big carrier fleet I had going for me. And that's okay. It actually is. Because what the game is not taking into account is I do have the ability to replenish almost everything they make me lose right now. And I have the advantage of also being able to adapt my strategy, as I'm doing right now. You know, my only stupidity was I was not already working on upgrading the ground troops' strengths. Phoenix is unfortunately pretty badly hurt, and so is Raynor. That's okay. Both are okay. They're not a death sentence. Just annoying. That's what I wanted to build. Since you're over here, I'll go ahead and build an observatory, because I wouldn't mind having some observers just running around. Help me scout out a bit. Because they cost more Vespene than they do anything else, so and I've got plenty of Vespene now. And I wouldn't mind getting a base over there as another staging ground for my troops. All right. Go ahead and build something right there. And now I can build observers. Build a couple of them. So I can have them all go out and start scouting ahead. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all my ground units right there and have them walk around, assuming that the enemy forces are still there. Once I finish making these two probes, actually I can just do it with one right now, I can fly it over there and take a quick look. Because intelligence is intelligent. Because I like even numbers, I am making a fourth carrier. Although one of them Oh, I can actually just have him walk around. I don't need to have him fly. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm going to wait until that happened. Cool. Is it that they're there and invisible? No, they're just there. Cool. They don't seem to notice me. Alright, cool. So let's make this fun, shall we? Control 1. Control 2. 1. Move into position. 2. Move into position. I believe I have another one that... No, it's on its way. It's not finished yet. Not targeting yet, just moving. Now target. Maximum amount of Dragoons in position so they're not blocking each other before I turn and start shooting. And they're spread out enough that when they just did what they just did... That wasn't my forces. Go ahead. That wasn't all my forces. In fact, it wasn't even the worst of it. Alright, that pushed them away like I needed it to. I want to put you there to do that. And then you're going to do the next step. Which is that. Once everybody becomes unfrozen, I'll be able to start moving towards my next part of my plan. I guess I didn't think I had more waiting. My forces are starting to unfreeze. That's good. And as before, the goal of this one is not just to have more resources, because I'm kind of... Oh, more reinforcements. Because like me, they seem to be focusing on anti-air. This team did. The previous one did not. So them switching it up on me messed me up. Build that. Build me a shield battery. And then one warp cannon. Just for basic defense. And these should almost be done with the final upgrade. So my massive army of Dragoons will be even worse. And I have the shield battery in position. Alright. Let's try this trick again. Start marching. Your goal is to get frozen, because that's what they're going to do to you first. I just don't want them doing it to the carriers. Task Force 1. Get you out of there just in case. Task Force 2. Get in there. Your job is to target carrier. Task Force 1, pull back. Alright. Let's get all the Dragoons pulled back. I don't know where my Dragoons think they're going, but we'll find out. See if I can just work on that. That'll be nice. Okay, get over here. I'm okay with just doing a strategic pullback. What the hell are you doing? Like, they're seriously just running back and forth, and I keep telling them, go over there. It's like, no, I'm going to run back and forth. What the heck are they doing over there? Stop and retreat. I don't know how hard it is to tell them to retreat. Jesus. Okay. You need to get back to the main forces, like I told you earlier. Alright, I did build a second. I built 2 others. Task Force 2, get into position. Task Force 1, support. Dragoons, do what you do. I don't care you're invisible. I can still target you. There, got rid of the guy who keeps freezing people too while I was at it. I just gotta wait for my forces to unfreeze again. Task Force 1, whoever's not frozen. Getting annoyed by their dropships constantly doing that, so. Do you need any love? Yeah, just a little bit. They must not have the ability to produce a lot of troops at once, because they're not... They're being very slow about their sending more troops at me. That's a lot of resources they just lost. Like, I don't care how enriched they are. That's not an easy loss to take. They just lost a carrier for no reason. Okay. And I see why they're doing it too, because they've got a carrier thing right there that's probably just infinitely producing carriers. That's okay. I'm about to do something they're not going to expect. Nope, I lost one of my probes, which is okay. I had the second one in standby. I hate that the Templars keep doing that. He just casted it 3 times. There's no way he could have done that. Alright, chill here. Stop. Stop. Keep having to wrangle them so they stop running off. Let's do that. Okay, you guys are basically garbage now. Nope, you're good. There's one other building I needed to check, but I can't remember what it is. It makes them faster. Makes probes faster. Oh yeah, it's over here. No, no. Oh, I didn't build it. It's the robotic support bay. Or in that case, actually. Because I have the ungodly resources I do, and I'm wasteful. Where are they? Where are they? There it is. In case you haven't figured out, I'm doing exactly what it looks like. Maybe just moving 2 at a time, but with the coverage of that carrier, that's not an issue. Okay, you need to pull back because you're just my anti-air. Stop it. You're just the anti-air. Job is also anti-air, and you're getting in position. Got rid of them. Well, that's good. Ready, your brother ready too. So if I wanted to take the normal route to their base, I'd have to go all the way around, and them having advantage shots on me the whole time. I don't want to do that. Now I'm going to try and get a response from them. Oh, good. Okay, recall you because you're a dummy. So I elicited the response I wanted, and now I'm just cutting through to them. Now let's see, let me look at the exact wording of it. Destroy the stasis cell, that's all I gotta do. Let's get rid of that guy first before he destroys something I don't want him to. So many of them just moving all at once that they are actually just destroying everything they target almost immediately. That's the stasis cell I have to destroy. And there we go. This is awesome. Hopefully you guys have been able to hear me all right. Ominous. But no, I won. Definitely went better than the last one, just having the Fleet of the Executor. Oddly appropriate. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Jack with the Geeks Perspective. Please like, subscribe, and share.